Good evening. Welcome to Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Tuesday, the 6th of November. South Korean First Lady attends Diwali festivities in northern India. Lawyer of freed Christian woman in Pakistan flees to the Netherlands. An Afghan government again steps back from Moscow peace meeting. And now for all the details. South Korean First Lady Kim Jong-suk on Tuesday attended the groundbreaking ceremony of a memorial for a Korean queen in Ayodhya city of India's northern Uttar Pradesh province. She also took part in celebrations of Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights in the holy city.
South Korean First Lady Kim Jong-suk on Tuesday attended the groundbreaking ceremony of a memorial for a Korean queen in Ayodhya city of India's northern Uttar Pradesh province. She was received by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath at the ceremony of Queen Her Memorial Park in Ayodhya. Ayodhya, known as the birthplace of Hindu Lord Rama, holds a special significance for both nations. According to Korean legends, Princess Suriratna from Ayodhya had travelled to Korea, married King Kim Suro and became Queen Heo Hwang-ok some 2000 years ago. The South Korean First Lady later in the day also participated in the celebrations of Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights in the holy city. Earlier, on Monday, she also called on Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj in New Delhi. Her 4-day visit aimed to revive the long-standing diplomatic cultural ties between India and South Korea.
India's border security force on Monday nabbed a Pakistani national with a huge cache of arms and ammunition at the international border in northern Amritsar city. An official said interrogation is underway to ascertain the motive, as the apprehended person cannot be called a smuggler considering the sophisticated weapons recovered from him.
India's paramilitary border force or BSF apprehended a Pakistani national on Monday near the international border in northern Amritsar city. One US-made rifle, 2 magazines and 28 live rounds were recovered from the nabbed Pakistani national. In further search, 3 packets of heroin were also recovered within 100 meters of the international border.
हमारे एजेंसीज अलर्ट हैं, हमारे ट्रूप्स अलर्ट हैं और रेगुलर इनपुट्स एजेंसीज के द्वारा बीएसएफ की इंटेलिजेंस ब्रांच द्वारा हमें रेगुलर इनपुट मिल रहे हैं और उसी का नतीजा है कि ये एक संयुक्त प्रयास किया गया, जिसके कारण ही ये आज जो एंटी नेशनल एलिमेंट जो पकड़ा गया है.
The official said interrogation is underway to ascertain the motive from the apprehended person, as he cannot be called a smuggler considering the sophisticated weapons recovered from him. India accuses Pakistan of arming and helping terrorists infiltrate across the border to mount attack on Indian soil. Pakistan denies the allegations.
In news from Pakistan, the Pakistani lawyer who helped free a Christian woman on death row for blasphemy said on Monday he had been forced to flee to the Netherlands for his life and has no idea where his client is. The case had earlier led to the assassination of 2 Pakistani politicians, and protests have continued since the verdict was announced.
Pakistani lawyer Saiful Muluk, who helped free a Christian woman sentenced to death for blasphemy, said on Monday he had been forced to flee to the Netherlands for his life. He, however, said he has no idea where his client Asia Bibi is. Muluk claimed local United Nations staff had urged him to leave the country on Saturday following Asia Bibi's acquittal last week. He said he did not know whether Bibi had already been released from prison or where she would want to seek asylum after being acquitted by the Supreme Court on Wednesday.
I had a police friend available in the Supreme Court. I drove with him to them. And then they and the European nation, these ambassadors at Islamabad, they kept me for 3 days and then put me on a plane against my wishes. I pressed them that I will not leave the country unless I get the Asia out of the prison.
The Supreme Court's verdict last week to acquit Asia Bibi led to violent protests throughout Pakistan by angry mobs calling for the judges in the case to be killed. The case had earlier led to the assassination of 2 Pakistani politicians. Rights groups say the blasphemy law is exploited by religious extremists as well as ordinary Pakistanis to settle personal scores. At least 65 people have been murdered over blasphemy allegations since 1990.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghan government has again stepped back from Moscow peace meeting, saying that will only send a delegation from the High Peace Council to attend the conference in an independent capacity. This comes a day after the country's foreign ministry said that discussions over the meeting are still ongoing with Russia.
Afghan Foreign Ministry has confirmed that government will not send a delegation to attend a planned peace meeting on Afghanistan in Russian capital Moscow. However, the ministry said they will send a delegation from the High Peace Council or HPC to attend the meeting in an independent capacity. Meanwhile, officials from HPC confirmed that the delegation will be sent under the leadership of the deputy head of the Peace Council, but they will not meet representatives of the Taliban during the summit.
این بار از یک گروه دعوت شده، بنابراین ما شرکت نمی‌کنیم، اما تفاهم ما با روس‌ها چنین است که این نشست منتج به گفتگوی مستقیم میان ما و طالبان شود. اگر چنین نشد، نیت طالبان برای صلح کاملا مشخص میشه که اونا برای صلح قطعا فکر نمیکنن.
کشورهای منطقه و جهان که در این نشست اشتراک میکنن بتونن که همکاری هایی را که ما ضرورت داریم از پیششان در اون بخش مثل که در گذشته کردن هم ادامه بدن.
This comes a day after the foreign ministry said the discussions are still ongoing between Afghanistan and Russia about the nature and details of the conference. Delegations from 12 countries have reportedly been invited to attend the conference, including a delegation from Taliban's political office in Qatar. The Taliban, however, in a statement said it has not taken a final decision on whether to attend the meeting.
More news from Afghanistan. The political climate in Afghanistan has taken a sense of urgency in the past week. Politicians, political parties and coalitions put their heads together to decide on presidential candidates for next year's presidential elections on Monday.
Representatives from the Grand National Coalition of Afghanistan or GNCA on Monday met President Ashraf Ghani and a number of former top-ranking officials to discuss the scheduled presidential elections. GNCA during the meeting reportedly proposed the creation of a post for a Prime Minister and suggested the number of Vice Presidents be increased from 2 to 3. GNCA representatives said they will support a candidate whom they believe will commit to its plans.
عمده و مسودات ممده ائتلاف است که ارائه شده برای کاندیدا دیده شود که کدام یک از کاندیدا با شمول دکتر اشرف غنی با طرح‌های ارائه شده اینها توافق خواهند کرد.
The political parties have stated that if the results of the October 28th parliamentary elections do not satisfy them, they will announce their stance in terms of the poll body's ability to hold presidential elections. The Independent Election Commission is expected to announce the schedule for presidential elections next week.
Moving on to news from Sri Lanka, thousands of people on Monday gathered at a rally outside Sri Lankan Parliament to show their backing for new Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The rally came out after the Parliament Speaker Karu Jayasuriya said that he would not accept Mahinda Rajapaksa as the new Prime Minister until he proves he has the backing of a majority of lawmakers.
Scores of supporters of the new Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa on Monday gathered at a rally outside the Sri Lankan Parliament to show their backing for him. The rally comes after Speaker of Sri Lanka's suspended Parliament, Karu Jayasuriya, said that he would not accept Mahinda Rajapaksa as the new Prime Minister unless Rajapaksa proves he has the backing of a majority of lawmakers. While addressing the rally, President Sirisena ramped up his criticism of ousted Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe with an appeal to Sri Lankan nationalism.
Me marune me ratata ahitavat desheta ahitavat අපට නොගැලපෙන අපේ සිතුම් පැතුම් හඳුනා නොගත් දේශීයත්වය අගය නොකරන විදේශීය න්‍යාය පත්‍රවලට වැඩ කරන ඒ දර්ශනයයි අපි පුටුවෙන් ඉවත් කළේ කියන එක මම පැහැදිලිව තමුන්නාන්සලාට කියන්නට.
The comments by Parliament Speaker Jayasuriya further deepened a political standoff that started when President Maithripala Sirisena fired Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and appointed Rajapaksa in his place. The crisis has important ramifications in a battle for influence in South Asia between Sri Lanka's traditional ally India and China, a country that is playing an increasing role in the region.
Hindus in Nepal on Wednesday observed Kukur Tihar, the festival of dogs. This festival is celebrated a day before Tihar festival, which is equivalent to Festival of Lights Diwali celebrated in India.
Dogs in Nepal were worshipped on Tuesday as Hindus in the Himalayan kingdom celebrated Kukur Tihar, the festival of dogs. Dogs, well known for being the trustworthy sentry as well as faithful companion of humans, are offered garlands, delicious foods and are worshipped with vermilion powder and flowers on this day. Dogs are regarded as a symbol of Yama, the deity of death in Hindu culture. There are also several other accounts and tales behind the celebrations, reflecting the special bond between humans and the dogs.
अब घरको रक्षा गरेको हुनाले अब पहिला पहिला पुरानो पहिलादेखि चलिआएको चलन हो अब भैरव मानेर पूजा गर्छ हैन अब त्यही त होला नि त्यही हो हामीले पनि
Kukur Tihar is celebrated on the second day of Tihar, the festival of lights similar to that of Diwali festival in India. Tihar is observed for 5 days in the country and people celebrate the festival by decorating their homes with colorful lights, lighting earthen lamps.
People in southern India on Tuesday celebrated the Hindu festival of lights, Diwali, a day before the rest of the country. Diwali is celebrated to mark the return of Lord Rama to his birthplace, Ayodhya, after defeating Ravan, the powerful demon king of Lanka.
People in India's southern Chennai city celebrated Diwali on Tuesday by bursting crackers a day before the rest of the nation. Diwali, a Hindu festival that marks the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after defeating the powerful demon king of Lanka, Ravan, would be celebrated in the rest of the country on Wednesday.
This is Hindu's festival. This Diwali is considered as very most important festival out of several Hindu festivals, and I think out of 365 days we are playing crackers only for Diwali.
Similar scenes were witnessed in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province, where security forces personnel celebrated the festival by offering prayers, busting crackers and lighting lamps while performing their duty on the borders.
सबसे पहले हमने अपने मंदिर में आरती की, उसके बाद कुछ पटाखे थे, कुछ फुलझड़ियाँ थी, वो हमने बच्चों की तरह जलाई, थोड़ा बहुत एंजॉय किया और अब समय हो चुका है हमारी ड्यूटी का। हम लोग ड्यूटी पर आज निकल चुके हैं, पेट्रोलिंग कर रहे हैं और जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं हम सीमा पर भी तारबंदी के साथ में मोमबत्तियां जला करके अपनी खुशी का इजहार कर रहे हैं और साथ साथ अपनी ड्यूटी भी कर रहे हैं।
Meanwhile, the birthplace of Lord Rama, Ayodhya city, was also decked up with different colorful lights and murals to mark the celebrations. Diwali is also celebrated in honor of Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity. It is believed that Lakshmi showers her blessing upon those homes who are clean and well lit.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.